demand. Neighboring Vietnam also stands to lose as much as $2 billion if China's source materials are delayed for another fortnight. Lee Chen-trong, Director General of Garment Corporation Vinatex, told a state-run media. Like Cambodia, the country's industry is reliant on China for 60% of fabrics to fuel its clothing production lines, according to the Vietnam Textile and Apparel Association. So far, its garment exports dropped 1.7% to $4.5 billion in the first 2 months of this year. But exporters of finished products to China are also feeling the heat as container trucks are slow to a crawl at the border.
Dịch cái này năm nay là 5 ngày rồi, chưa biết như thế nào là thông quan có qua được hay không, em đang nằm chờ đây thôi.
Bệnh dịch nó kéo dài lâu quá, giờ nằm đây không biết chừng nào xe qua được. Anh nằm chờ đây vất vả.
Tại ruộng chặt cái sen cái trap ở hai thân từ ruộng chặt nhông năng ấy, để toàn trap cam có, mìnhดูmùi khủngดูấp những càng như tôi tranh màu buồn màu anh trắng á, còn toàn phải áp trắng á, phụ nhông có tầng nó phôi, cam con này cũng bạ chất trắng rồi tha, ta chấm ngư năng lục lùi màu mài dương mình nỉ, dương mình ta chấm lên tranh châu năng dương mình bạ chất cục nỉ ở tầng kia tầng dưới không, nhông
In the Philippines, small and medium enterprises, or SMEs, owners and managers in the export industry are encouraged to comply with regulatory requirements and quality standards and adopt to changing market conditions and preferences to boost sales. A research paper series published by the Philippine Institute for Development Studies, or the PIDS, identified compliance with regulatory requirements and quality standards, both in the Philippines and potential export market destinations, as among main challenges for SMEs in linking to global value chains, or the GVCs. These standards include the certifications on the use of certain production processes and inputs that improve the product's quality to make it compliant with regulations in export markets. The paper underscored the need to comply with these standards as it improves the quality of the product, thereby increasing its chances to penetrate the international market. It said conformity with certain non-regulatory standards such as organic production allows the producer to participate in the higher value segment of the GVC. The paper cited several reasons why many Philippines SMEs find it difficult to comply with international standards and regulations, including access to finance, lack of access to skilled labor, and the absence of an entrepreneurial mindset. To improve credit terms of SME loans, it urged policy makers to improve loan terms such as longer repayment periods. The paper said it is also imperative for SMEs to adapt to changing market conditions and consumer preferences in export markets to increase sales.
We are living during the most extraordinary time in human history.
All transport will go fully electric.
Es wird eine völlig neue Mobilität geben, meine Damen und Herren.
Rev, the new auto show on DW. Getting you into gear on cutting-edge developments.
Wasserstofferzeugung braucht Energie.
We focus on green technology.
Das Auto ist im Betrieb absolut emissionsfrei.
And also feature head-to-heads. And the latest launches.
Das Fahrgefühl war gut, lässt sich sehr gut fahren, liegt sehr gut auf der Straße.
And mobility stories from around the world.
Mercedes depuis 2005.
Welcome back. Workers snapped the miniature rocket's wings into place as Indonesia's little-known space agency readies its latest launch on barren scrubland in East Java. With a 3-2-1 blast-off, the 2-meter-long projectile belches a trail of fire and then soars a few hundred meters before crashing in a heap, earning a thumbs up from scientists who declared the test a success. It's a very long way from a mission control in Houston, but the Southeast Asian archipelago's answer to NASA has big hopes and is now planning to build its first spaceport on a tropical island off the coast of easternmost Papua. Some experts question how realistic the timeline is, and officials acknowledge much will depend on whether Jakarta stumps up the necessary funds. And that is the latest news in the Southeast Asian nations. Stay updated about the ASEAN region. I'm Judith Himera and I'm on with 25.